Hey guys, welcome back. So today, as you guys can see, I've got this Nissan Tiida. It's actually my brother's, and it belongs to my dad because he's obviously in Scotland. What's up, buddy? Trust you. I know you're doing well. I know you're enjoying yourself over there. Hope to see you very, very, very soon. With that being said, my brother was not one to worry about detailing, and so this car, as you guys can see, it needs it needs quite a bit of work. What I did was, on that panel over there, I did 2 test spots just to see exactly what's happening with the paint. The car is also bumped at the back, and it was also spread on this section over here. As well as the paint is extremely soft in this paint, extremely soft, typical Japanese. So that tells me a few things. One, that I shouldn't go too aggressive. That's the first thing. So what I did was, the one section I actually did a 2-stage where I used a cutting compound with a cutting pad, and then the next section I used actually used 3D1 just to do a single stage with the polishing pad. The results were very similar. Obviously the 2-stage got a lot more done. There was a lot more clarity, and that's obviously very difficult to see with the color white. Hence, I recommend making use of a detailing light, and then obviously you need to use a warm white color to track and see exactly what's happening with the paint. So whilst the 2-stage gave me the best result, I do know that I took off quite a bit, and I could see immediately how the paint was reacting. So I know I don't need to be that aggressive. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to do right around the car, I'm going to do a 1-step polish. Now that brings me on to the reason for this video. Now over here I've got a new contender. It's called Xtreme Reflections 1-step polish. This is a locally made manufactured product by Xtreme Reflection. Generally you'll find that your products, you'll see like some type of grade or rating system on the front. So it will be like 1 to 10, and obviously 10 is high cut, and then the bottom, the lower end of the scale is your it's not doing so well. So it's always measured cut and gloss. So like this one, the medium cut, your cut here is 5, but your gloss is 8. So you're going to get an extremely high gloss, so you're not going to get a lot of cut out of this. So it's perfect for single stage corrections where you're not chasing perfection. So you're going to remove a certain amount of swirls, but you're going to bring out the gloss and the depth of the color of the car. The same with 3D1. Obviously the cut will go high if you pair it with a cutting pad. This 1-step of Xtreme Reflection shows you cut 9, so their grading ends at 9, gloss 9. So this can be used as a single stage product, so with a polishing pad, or it's also or you can use it with a cutting pad or finishing pad, because it's also a nano-based aluminium product. It can adjust its nature in terms of what you want it to do based off of the pad that you're going to be using. So with that being said, I've got access to these 2 amazing products, but I figured let me use this product on here. As you guys can see, I've already taped up the panel here. I'm going to use the 3-inch pad, or 3-inch pad, to cut here, and then the balance I'm going to use the 5-inch. We do sell it. It is in the store, so you'll find links in the description box below if you guys would like to order this directly from us, as well as the pads. So I have a 3-inch polishing pad and a 5-inch polishing pad as well. Before I get started, this product has an amazing banana fragrance, if you like it, and so that's a big deal for me. I really love it when products smell nice. So well done. as you guys can see, there's a massive difference. Lots of oxidation. So oxidation is pretty easy to get rid of. It's chasing after perfection, if you want to do that. And you know, I can see yeah, the respray this side here as well, so you can see there's a lot of like the prep work wasn't done right. It's like a lot of divots in the actual paint. It's not scratches, but I mean, it is what it is. So obviously those deeper scars and deeper marks we won't be able to get rid of from just a quick one-step polish. So you guys can see there. Let me see if I can get that in. Again, deep scratches there, like that's, I don't know what happened there. Over here is the paint run. Just focus the light just a little bit better. There, you guys can see it. See, this is why you need a okay. Again, horrible texture there. That has something to do with the paint. You can definitely see there's a difference between there and there. So yeah, this car essentially needs a complete respray, but I think for now the single step will definitely I've achieved what I wanted. Even here I can see it right there, if you guys can see that part there, that's clear coat failure right there, and it runs till there. So and then again, there was just me just playing around with different options, but let's just take it from face value as well. Let me take this off here. Maybe if I stand back a little bit. Goodness gracious. I can't even see my reflection over here because of the heavy oxidation. And there you can see my reflection. So I think I've achieved my result that I'm looking for. Let's quickly just do a walk around here. Get out of the sun. So hey guys, so yeah, I think I've achieved the result that I wanted, as I showed you guys. I'm sure you can still see that there's oxidation. This here is the polish part. Paint looks 100 times better. Obviously it's not going to be perfect, and I think that is very important when you are offering services to a customer. It's to offer them realistic expectations. You know, don't oversell and under promise. It's actually the opposite. Under promise and over deliver, and know exactly what it is that you can do. I mean, I could have said, I can say I'm going to chase after perfection here, and I'm going to cut with a wool pad, or even a heavy cutting foam pad, and I don't know how much paint am I going to be left with. And as I said, yeah, I could see there's already clear coat failure. So we need to manage the expectations of what it is that we can do, and the expectation of our customers, so that we give them the best result and we deliver on what it is that we promise. So very much impressed with this. I don't think it has a long working cycle such as the other two that I mentioned, the Menzana and the 3D. I think after the fourth one, the bottom panel, I worked it a little bit longer. I could see that there was very, very little residue left. And I always advocate that when you polish, whether you're using a rotary, dual action polisher, forced rotation, that you make sure that there is still a little bit of residue left behind, especially if you're cutting. If you're compounding cutting and you have no residue left behind, that means that the panel is going to be extremely hot, meaning it's going to be mountains of holograms. And you don't want to have holograms etched too deep in that, you know, you need to do another medium cut and then only finish off. So always leave a little bit of residue behind, and that's what I love about the other two products, Xtreme and Zana. But in terms of performance, this is there. I got the result that I was looking for. My preference is what I express with regards to the cycle, you know, how long I can work it. It finishes off well. The wipe off is good. I think the wipe off again of the other two, Menzana and Tiida, is a little bit better. Those ones, they feel a little bit more slick when you're wiping it off. You can feel that the surface is a lot more slick. I didn't get much of that, but there wasn't any tackiness, which is a huge bonus. For those of us that have been working with polishes and compounds for a long time, we'll know, and we'll always say that one of the worst things that can happen is if there's a lot of dust. That puts you off using the product. I didn't have any dust, not even a little bit. There was, so again, well done. It's a very good product. I would recommend, if you guys are looking for an alternative, it is cost effective. This is a 500 gram, essentially is a 500 ml in this bottle. It is a 500 ml. Very cost effective. I'll put a link down in the description box below for you guys to go check it out. I think they do make a 1 kg, which essentially is also a 1 liter. Highly recommend. Try it out. You won't be disappointed. You might have your preference, but in terms of performance and achieving the result that you want without any dust, you're definitely going to get that. If you've enjoyed this, let me know, guys. If you enjoy this type of format, let me know. If you'd like to see more of this type of formats, let me know in the comment section below. I will definitely see what I can do to assist with that. If you haven't already done so, please consider clicking the subscribe button, then hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my future uploads. And as always, guys, and most importantly to you and your loved ones, please stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.